Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking Minnesota Timberwolves. And I want to point this out real quick because in my research for this video, I actually found a bunch of people who cover the Timberwolves or make videos on the Timberwolves, what have you, or just NBA journalists. A lot of people they don't hate the Rudy Gobert trade, but they don't love it. Guys, I watch a decent amount of NBA. Alright? Two bigs in your starting five, I'm telling you right now, in my opinion, it is the future of the NBA. Or it's the short-term future of the NBA. If you watch like a Cleveland Cavaliers game with their three bigs, dude, if you can put the right system in place, I'm getting excited about the Minnesota Timberwolves. I do apologize. I haven't made a Timberwolves video in quite some time. I covered them heavily this past season. So hit that like button for me, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you're new here and you enjoyed this video. If you want more Wolves content, go ahead, drop a comment down below. All right. They had a phenomenal offseason, okay? I would go as far to say that they had a A+ offseason, all right? I am not worried about the draft picks that they gave up for Rudy Gobert. When you trade for an all-star, when you trade for a decoy, when you trade for a guy like Rudy Gobert, he gets a bad rap, by the way. We'll talk about that in just a second. You're going to have to give up some assets. So yeah, trading Patrick Beverley suck 100%. To me, Patrick Beverley is the biggest piece lost, but also Jared Vanderbilt was a huge piece lost. You also lost Malik Beasley, which sucks, and Leandro Balmoro, who I'm actually like hyped. I've been a big Leandro guy, so tough to see. But what did they do? Rudy Gobert in a trade. Kyle Anderson, free agent. Austin Rivers, free agent. Wendell Moore Jr., draft. Bryn Forbes, free agent. And Josh Minott, free agent. They pretty much, Kyle Anderson replaces Jared Vanderbilt. Austin Rivers, Bryn Forbes hopes to make up for Patrick Beverley and Malik Beasley. But to be honest with you guys, the NBA is a star-driven league, all right? You need stars. I love Karl Anthony Towns. I love D'Angelo Russell. And I even more love Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards, in my eyes, 100% will ascend to become a superstar. And to be quite real with you guys, I think it will. We'll see the start of it. We've kind of already seen the start of it. He's going to take a leap this next season. Maybe it's not going to be crazy, eye-popping, statistical, analytical, 32 points per game. It's not, probably won't be anything like, still in the equation, technically, per se. You got a gem in Anthony Edwards, all right? And by the way, you also have an extremely under-the-radar gem in Jaden McDaniels. There is a reason Jamal Crawford, the Timberwolves, former NBA players, current NBA players, there is a reason the praise is so high for Jaden McDaniels. This man can be and is turning into a pretty elite two-way player in the NBA. He's versatile. He can defend. He can score. I'm loving the Minnesota Timberwolves. And I have to add this. So For reasonings, I guess I shouldn't discuss why. The first time I went to Minneapolis was a couple of years ago, and we did something there, and it just made me fully fall in love with Minneapolis as a city. One of my buddies went to U of M, and I've been there probably 5 or so times. Minneapolis, to be honest with you guys, I live here in Chicago. Minneapolis is probably my favorite city of all time. I'm being real with you guys. So you go out there and you get a defensive gem in Rudy Gobert. And let's touch on Rudy Gobert real quick. All right. Rudy Gobert got a bad rap. They got a bad rap. You want to know why? The Utah Jazz suck balls. I'm being real. The Utah Jazz, defensively, especially not out of nowhere, but as last couple of years, we really saw in this last year's playoffs, especially their wings, bro, defensively, it's tough. I can't even imagine I guess you got a nice haul for Rudy Gobert, but I feel for Jazz fans. Things have just been it's just been a slow and brutal, crushing decline. And now they're about to enter a full-scale rebuild, which hopefully I used to live in Utah, so hopefully they can, rebuild it properly and figure that whole debacle out. But I'm telling you guys, defensively, especially at the wing position, the Utah Jazz sucked. All right, they sucked, and they're extremely old. You're relying on guys like Mike Conley, Bogdanovich to guard defensively. It's just a mistake. The Jazz were meant to succeed like 3 years ago. They've just been holding on to thin air, essentially. When I've watched Rudy Gobert in the playoffs, I don't see the same issues at all with maybe a Steven Adams, right? When Steven Adams, playoffs, we saw it with the Memphis Grizzlies, which, by the way, the Minnesota Timberwolves 100%, as Anthony Edwards said a couple of days ago, they handed it over. Minnesota should have definitely beat the Memphis Grizzlies. But that's, it's in the past, right? Shoo it away. When I watch Rudy Gobert, when I watch Utah Jazz playoff games, and trust me, guys, I've done some research on it, and trust me, I'm so sorry, Utah. It was not fun, all right? Watching Jazz playoff games is not fun. It's not fun. This isn't 1997, unfortunately, for Utah. And like I said, I used to live in Utah, so I feel so bad ragging on them because I love Salt Lake. I love everything about Utah, especially the nature aspect. But as far as basketball and playoff basketball goes, I didn't see issues with Rudy Gobert. To add a complimentary thing to it, first off, Karl-Anthony Towns is ascending superstar in the league. I don't view, now take this with a grain of salt, please don't take offense to this. I don't even see Tatum or Devin Booker as superstars because I think really to fully ascend to superstar status, I think you do need to win a championship. Karl-Anthony Towns is right there. Right? He's right there. He's probably, he is the best big man shooter in the league right now. Probably by the time it's all said and done, I mean, I guess Dirk's right there. I guess he's going after Dirk, but Cat might be the best big man shooter of all time when it's all said and done. We'll see. The jury's still out, but we'll see. I'm in love with this team. You got a stretch big in Karl-Anthony Towns who does a ton of damage outside of the paint. And you got Rudy Gobert, not only a defensive monster, but good lob threat. He can score in the paint. He's not a bum in the paint. And he also, I just didn't notice it watching the playoff games where he was in the wrong spot at the wrong time. I viewed it more as a Jazz dysfunction as far as a Rudy Gobert dysfunction. And I can't blame national media for blaming Rudy Gobert because who's watching the Utah Jazz in the playoffs? I should name this title the issue with the Utah Jazz, right? But guys, they made some really good moves in the offseason. You already have some very nice pieces, D'Lo, Ant, Cat. You have Jaden McDaniels, even guys like Jalen Noel. I love Jalen Noel. You go out, you get Bryn Forbes, Austin Rivers, Kyle Anderson, jack of all trades. Come on, bro. This is nice right now. Taurean Prince, 3-and-D, Naz Reid. Just signed Eric Pascal recently. Had a solid draft for sure. Minnesota 100% is making the playoffs next year. I don't think that was really a debate. They'll win 50 games next year. And to be honest with you, I'll go as far. This might be a hot take. Jordan McLaughlin as well. Forgot about him. He's progressing. The Minnesota Timberwolves will win 50 games for the next 3 seasons at least. Hot take. I know it. Please ridicule me if I'm wrong. But Minnesota is looking to be a top 5 seed this next year. They could be anywhere, in my opinion, from 2 to 4. Really, it sounds crazy, but it's realistic. I really don't think it's unrealistic. Let me know what you guys are thinking about the Minnesota Timberwolves down below in the comment section. As always, hit that like button, hit that sub button, man. I appreciate 14,000 of you hitting that sub button. It means a lot to me. And, yeah, moment of appreciation for all you guys, especially Wolves fans. So shout out to Wubio as well, one of my subscribers. And hit that like button, hit that sub button for me, guys. Peace.